see. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is episode 2 or episode 3. I don't know. I have 2 or 3 that I haven't uploaded of the Wheelchair Walkthroughs podcast, and I've got my friend Becky here as well.
Hey.
So she's going to be hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yo.
So, what should the topic be? I'm thinking of just movies and TV and stuff like that.
Movies and TV?
Just like this every episode is about the same thing, so I don't know why. I don't know why. But did you go see Ghost in the Shell?
No, not yet.
Oh man.
How about you?
I haven't even watched the anime, so.
Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself since we're talking about Ghost in the Shell. I do a podcast called Redeemed Otaku.
Everybody go subscribe.
Yeah, we just released an episode on the 1995 version of Ghost in the Shell. One of our hosts, Jer, he did go and see the movie, so he gave us a little bit of like comparison with the current movie.
Yeah.
But I hope to go see the movie this weekend. We're planning on going to see it, so yay! That's it.
One of my main concerns is like. Because it doesn't look like it's, like, you were saying something about nudity.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't look like it's nudity to me. It's just the way, does that make sense? I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's like the female form, but not detailed.
It's like the way she looks is just like like she's wearing a morph suit or something like that.
Yeah. So it's a little unusual. Like I said, I've only seen the clips from the advertisements.
Jesse wants me to watch Erased. I'm gonna tell him I'm podcasting right now.
Dude, watch Erased.
We could do
tonight.
We could do that actually. There's a thing called There's a thing called Rabbit that Ramon uses all the time.
Yeah.
It's basically like a platform for community watching things.
That's cool.
I do it all the time. It's really fun. But anyway, like, I wouldn't consider it nudity. It's just, it's... I mean, if they were showing things, then it would be different, but it's just kind of looks to me like a morph suit, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, we're excited. We're going to go see it this weekend. But with the premise of my podcast is we watch anime, obviously. And then we talk about kind of the Christian elements that we can pull out from it, and bring in kind of scripture. Like, what does the Bible say about whatever this anime was talking about? So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. And it actually is quite a blessing to be reminded of Christ and what he's done for us. So,
exactly.
Yeah. There you go. Watching anime.
I was thinking about BioShock earlier because there seems to be a character in BioShock that seems to be a Jesus figure to these people. And I was talking to Jesse because Jesse's played through all 3, but he won't tell me because I flat out asked him, hey, is this character a Jesus figure? And he's like, nope, I'm not telling you until you finish it. And I'm just like, okay.
That's awesome.
I played Infinite for about 15 minutes because that's the first BioShock game I played.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get through it because it was too. I don't know how to describe it. It was unsettling because it was cultish, in my opinion. So it was just kind of like, oh, we're gonna wash your sins away. And we're gonna basically it looked like they were murdering a guy by baptism, and I was just like, okay.
Okay, so let me tell you my experience with BioShock Infinite. So I don't play a lot of first-person shooter games, and I was having a difficult time just getting used to the mechanics. And I actually started it over like 3 times because I was just having a hard time and not enjoying it. But finally I was like, this is such a highly rated game. I need to go and just play it. And once I reached a certain point in the story, I was hooked.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but like I said, it took me 3 attempts to play through the beginning to kind of get into the movements and all of that. So,
right.
Yeah. But it's definitely worth.
Yeah.
It is definitely worth the play for sure.
I think so too. It's just like, what was I thinking about? Crap. What were we just talking about?
BioShock.
Yeah.
And the cult.
I got
cult
I got super confused for some reason. But I don't know if it's the gameplay or the story itself.
Yeah.
That attracts me to BioShock 2. 'Cause it's just really, it's a really weird gameplay mechanic. Like I said, like you're basically, for anybody who hasn't played either BioShock or BioShock 2, not necessarily the story, but the main premise, other than the objectives that are in the game, is that you're going around rescuing these demonic little girls, and you can either purify them or harvest them for their Atom, which is one of the main currencies in the game. And that's my favorite thing, is going around, you know, because the way it works is if you see one, they're already gonna, because you, in BioShock 2, you play as one of these, they're called Big Daddies, which is a really weird name, but I mean, whatever. You're not one of the original, you're a prototype, so you're different than the other ones, but you're basically, a little sister has a big daddy that follows her around. So if you want to capture a little sister, you have to destroy the big daddy. And let me tell you, for me, those are some of the most difficult things to fight, because they're like these big giant robots that can ravage the crap out of you, and it's so terrible. But like, once I save the little girl, I feel so happy, because hey, you know, all my work is paying off. and it's really cool, because what happens is when you save one of the girls, it leads you to a corpse, and the corpse is where you get the Atom from. And once you start harvesting Atom from the corpse, either all the zombies or whatever they're called, splashers, just start coming at you full force. So it's really fun and really fast paced.
Yeah, one of my favorite games, besides World of Warcraft, which I don't play anymore. I have a problem.
She repented.
Yeah. I love Skyrim. So I've never looked to see how many hours I've put into that game, but it's got to be over 100 hours. And I just started Fallout 3, so I've been having fun with that. But I do enjoy a lot of PS2 games.
Oh yeah,
so I know
sure.
that's.
I just bought a PS2 2 or 3 months ago. It was before New Year's, I think, or it might have been slightly after New Year's. Oh man, I feel bad because I ended up buying 20 games, but I literally only play the one.
Which one?
You're gonna laugh at me for this, but you can't. I mean, you can, whatever. But it's Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005.
Okay.
Oh man, me and my brother played that game when we were little for countless hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things I like about gaming, is like, even though you're not close to whoever you used to game with anymore, you know, the memory is still there.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing for me. Is like, that's the reason why I bought. I'm trying to rack my brain for games I had when I was a kid. Because not necessarily, I'm trying to recreate the nostalgia, because that's one of my coping mechanisms, is gaming and things like that. Because I have depression that's pretty severe sometimes.
Okay.
So one of my coping mechanisms is just, you know, going back to the past and thinking about good times, which can be bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Because that stops you from thinking about the future and living in the future. But you know, as long as I'm not dead, that's all that counts, really. But our topic was movies.
Okay, movies.
What's the best movie you've seen of 2016?
Of 2016?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I'd have to say Guardians of the Galaxy. That came out in 2016, right?
No, I think
yes,
it was,
say yes.
I don't know, because the second one is coming out this year. I think it was 2000. I think it was 2014. Let me check.
I think you're right too.
Let me check.
What came out in 2016?
Oh, it was Captain America: Civil War. That's what it was.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch that.
Oh, that was in my top 5 because I used to work at the movie theater, so I would see everything.
Oh, that's neat. Okay,
Yeah.
Movies 2016. Let's see. What did we watch?
Or at least your favorite movie, within the last decade or so.
Okay.
Let's say anywhere from 2010 to now.
All right. I'd probably have to stick with Guardians of the Galaxy. No. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World.
That was a good one. I hadn't seen it, but I had a friend who was really into Jurassic Park when he was a kid. So
yeah,
he saw it and he was just like, oh yeah, this is great. I
really enjoyed that movie a lot.
If I had to pick my top 5 from the last, let's say the last decade, I'm gonna have to do some fact checking on this one because I don't like to be wrong. So let me double check my facts. Let me double check my facts before I say this. But I can't spell. Goodness, what is that? I can't spell. Let me see. I think it was, if not this year, if not the last couple of years, it's 2011. So I'm definitely gonna say Source Code. If you've never seen that one, basically, I'm gonna read the synopsis because I can't really explain it fully because it's been about. I don't even know if I'd graduated before I seen this. Basically, it says on there, helicopter pilot Coulter Stevens is part of a top secret military operation that enables him to experience the last few minutes of life in Sean Fentress, who died in a commuter train explosion. The purpose of Coulter's mission is to learn. Oh no! So this is a helicopter pilot guy who somehow implants himself in the body of someone else who is the victim of a train bombing, and his mission is to stop the bomber. And it's really cool. I don't know how to describe it, but it was easily one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Okay.
And I think
Source Code.
The Lego Movie was definitely one of the best ones.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
Oh my gosh, Becky, we gotta get that's.
And I do enjoy Legos. I just not watched the movie.
I feel like that opened a genre in itself, but I can't really describe the genre. It's like they were self-aware the whole time. Like everybody knew they were Legos. Like they were so obviously there were going to be a lot of references to Legos, but it was just so funny because everybody knew they were Legos and it was hilarious. Angry Birds was definitely one. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's on Netflix right now, or it might not be on Netflix for too much longer though.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny because they were self-aware. I don't know if any of you called them self-aware.
Okay.
It made a lot of references to the fact that It made a lot of references to the fact that it was based on Angry Birds.
Okay.
And that's what makes it so funny. Because I don't know how to describe it, but I think my top 3 are going to be, no particular order, The Jungle Book, Captain America: Civil War, and Finding Dory.
Haven't watched Finding Dory either.
Oh my gosh, what, do you live under a rock? Oh, Finding Dory was great.
I don't get out much. What can I say?
You're right.
So what? Okay, let's talk about the Star Wars, because last decade we had 2 Star Wars movies come out.
I haven't seen a single one, and you can go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're getting after me for not watching Finding Dory,
Right.
and you haven't watched the Star Wars movies?
Right.
Okay. I think we need to reassess what we're doing here.
Oh, by the way, I need to tell you I forgot to explain to you what a technical meme is.
Yes.
It's hard to explain, but like it's basically like a remix, but it's more than that.
Okay.
Like, have you ever heard of the song from Lazy Town, "We Are Number One"?
Probably.
Over the last year, one of the you know what Lazy Town is, right?
Yeah.
It's a really really old kid show. Over the last year, one of the main guys from Lazy Town, it was Robbie Rotten, got diagnosed with cancer.
Okay.
So people started making random remixes and memes, and hey, everybody donate to his cause, and they raised like $1 million or something.
Wow.
But basically a technical meme. It's like a remix taken to another degree.
Okay.
And I thought that one that I sent you was so funny.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
It's so funny because it's All Star, but it's not All Star. Like one of my favorite ones is All Star, but every word is based on Scrabble score. Oh, people go nuts with technical memes, man. But anyway, what is have you ever seen a movie that taught you something? Not necessarily from a spiritual standpoint, but in general.
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I do enjoy. Like I just rewatched. Okay, so I do enjoy World War II movies. And I just rewatched Enemy at the Gates. So I don't know. I wouldn't say necessarily that it taught me something, but they give me a deeper interest in that era.
Right.
And make me, every time I watch a World War II movie, I'm kind of like Googling it, kind of reading more about it, have a deeper interest. So I wouldn't say it teaches me something, but it does give me more of a desire to learn about that era in our history.
I think the only movie that's really taught me something, this was a spiritual connotation. So have you seen the Avengers: Age of Ultron?
Yes.
That taught me. I was going through a lot of warfare spiritually at the time, so I wasn't really, because I have OCD, so I'm always in my head most of the time. And so the way it happens is, I'll think about something I don't like, or a thought pops up in my head. Where did this come from? Like, why? If I think of a thought that I don't recognize as my own, then the next, the first instinct is, my brain is trying to figure out why.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it would make me fear like my future and things. Like, what if these thoughts I've thought about are actually mine? What if I'm gonna turn out the way I fear I'm gonna turn out? And it's a lot harder to explain. But basically, God taught me a lesson through the Scarlet Witch. Because if you remember right, the Scarlet Witch was basically just showing everybody manifestations of their worst nightmares coming true.
Right.
And I mean, if you think about it, a lot of people struggle with that. Whether it be with anxiety disorders or just general fear for the future.
Yeah.
And something clicked in me, like, oh, these aren't even real. Like, these are just thoughts, And I have a feeling it was God, because this stuff was relentless in my head. And after I saw this movie, I was just like, well, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. But that's really the only thing I can think of that's really taught me a lesson or has spoken to me, so to speak.
So, since the topic is movies, do you watch any sort of Christian movies?
I do, but according to most Reformed people, because I'm kind of a bandwagon person with these things. Like, if somebody has a certain opinion on something, my opinion kind of conforms, which is not a good thing. But I'm not really. I don't really see the problem with some of these movies, but people are like, oh, this movie is terrible because it teaches bad theology, whatever. But I don't really see a problem with any of them.
Okay.
The only one I really remember, but I remember it, but I don't remember it. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to make sense of that, but I remember seeing Fireproof.
I've watched Fireproof.
It was really good.
I actually didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of cheesy at points, but you know, I thought it was pretty good.
The last Christian movie I saw, I believe, was Son of God.
I haven't watched that.
Which was really, really, really awesome, but it really made me mad because 2 or 3 nights later, I saw the same exact thing on the History Channel because it was a History Channel miniseries.
Okay.
I mean, it really made me mad because it was literally the same actors and everything. It was the exact same thing, and I'm just like, why did I waste $15 of my own money to go see something I could have seen 2 or 3 days later?
Huh.
It was really good though. It was a really good. That one actually taught me something as well because just a little tiny something, because there was a scene where they slaughtered a sheep, like they slit its throat. And I was like, what on earth did that sheep do to deserve to be slaughtered like that? And it clicked in my head, well, that's a metaphor if there ever was one.
Yeah, for sure.
So I thought about it, and I started reading and things, like God sent Jesus to die on the cross for us because we don't deserve grace. That's what grace is, giving us things we don't deserve.
Yep. It's pretty awesome.
If you think about it, Jesus went through something that he didn't deserve, so we could be given things that we don't deserve.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was I think that was the last one, but it might not have been. That was a while ago. I think it was maybe, what year is this? 2017 right now?
Yep.
I think it was 2015, but I don't know. I remember I went and saw it with some church friends, but I don't remember when it was. Okay, since the topic is nostalgia,
okay,
what is your favorite cartoon growing up? Or what was your favorite cartoon growing up?
Darkwing Duck.
Oh yeah, I always thought Darkwing Duck was Scrooge McDuck, but I never realized that they were connected to each other.
Oh, that's such a good show. So, okay, I very much like Darkwing Duck. I think that was kind of like the golden years of Disney cartoons, Disney TV. So Darkwing Duck for kind of like your comedic aspects, and then Gargoyles for more of your drama.
Yeah, Gargoyles.
Man, so good.
It kind of scared me as a kid, if I remember right, so I never watched it.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it because back when Disney XD or whatever you call it now used to be crap. What was the name of the show that the network that it was after Disney. It was called, the network was called Toon Disney or something like that. Oh, that was.
I watched it when it was on. I think it was Fox had Gargoyles on. I could be wrong. I need to look this up.
I feel like that would be Disney too, because Fox and Disney don't really. I'm gonna look it up right now too.
Okay, let's see. Gargoyles TV series.
If it was on Fox, that would really surprise me.
Okay. Let's see. Where did it first air? This is great podcasting.
Yeah, I know,
stuff
right? Yeah. I don't even know if I should call this a podcast anymore. It's just rambling, but rambling doesn't really generate as much buzz as podcasting does. So
yeah.
There's a Gargoyles movie coming apparently.
What?
Ooh!
On VHS?
Oh, it's dude. It's an April Fool's joke. I swear it is, because they posted it 3 years ago.
Oh,
it was April 1st, 2014. Oh, that's terrible.
Broadcast? No, come on. It's saying Ireland. What the heck is this? I need a different site.
Go to Wikipedia.
That's what I'm on. Genre, written by, directed by.
What? TV network. Hold on. TV. No. What are gargoyles? Wow. Why is gargoyles the first question? What? That's weird. That is so like I just typed in the word what, and then a bunch of stuff about gargoyles came up. That's interesting. TV network was gargoyles on. Oh, I can't spell. God. Yeah, this is a terrible podcast. I'm surprised you made it to the end of the last one. When you posted that comment about being offended, and I was like, what the heck is she even talking about?
Like, I don't even know what she's talking about.
I'm surprised is your Skype name Fried Raptor?
I don't think so.
I'm surprised
I've got my Skype.
I'm surprised it wasn't, because that's what I thought of when that's what I searched when I was trying to find you.
Ah.
Gargoyles on. Let me see. Do you know what's gargoyles on?
Why am I not finding it?
No, I think it was ABC. I think it was ABC because ABC is a Disney network, and that's what I remember. Let's see. Let's see.
IMDb says
original network. Original network. Come on. Yeah, it's on ABC. It says it was.
Okay.
It was syndicated from 1994 to 96, but I don't know what that means.
Okay, yep, I see the years. Okay, so it ran for 3 years. So ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I watched it when it was on its original air date. Oh, the days when you had to wait a whole stinking week.
Dude, I know.
Before you could watch the next episode.
Why don't they have a network, like a throwback network with all these shows on there? Like, it would be so much better than going to just watching them online.
Yeah, the online is the way of the future, though.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. I heard something that Boomerang, which is the Cartoon Network throwback channel, they have a streaming service now.
We don't even have cable. We just do streaming.
Yeah.
So it's kind of we've always talked about okay, so we didn't grow up with cable.
Right.
Well, I didn't even have cable till, let's see, we were married in 2001. I don't think we had cable till 2003. Okay, so first couple years of our marriage, we didn't even have cable. Right. So when we started paying for cable, we were frustrated because we're paying $80, $90 for 90% of television that we don't even watch. We watch maybe 10% of it. Why are we paying $80 for 10% of the aired content? And then we didn't even get some of the channels that we wanted.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, so we were so frustrated. So when streaming comes along, and, you pay $8 or $10 for a streaming site, you get to watch whatever you want.
Yeah. I feel like, personally, cable has an advantage over streaming. Mm-hmm. Just because even if you don't have all the channels, there's a lot more variety than streaming.
Yeah, and I know you get to watch things as they come out. So, like The Walking Dead. I'm a year behind on The Walking Dead because I only watch.
Actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you interested in something like that?
Maybe for the book. I was thinking about that because I was playing The Last of Us, if you know what that is.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I've heard of it.
I was playing The Last of Us, and I most of you already know about my book by now, so I'm not talking about it. Because I feel like that's all I talk about on these things. But I was playing The Last of Us, and something about not necessarily the survival aspect of it, but something about zombies just immediately caught my attention, and I was like, hey, what if I do something with zombies? Mm-hmm. Maybe if it's not a full-fledged apocalyptic event, I think it would be cool to have Little Bo Peep fighting zombies, or because what I'm thinking of doing is mind control.
Okay.
Kind of like the Winter Soldier, but not necessarily full on. I don't know how to describe it because the name of the next book I've already decided is Beatrice Peep and the Cursed Chalice, which the chalice is kind of like the Holy Grail.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that somebody somewhere just gives Little Red Riding Hood, like they're all having dinner or something, and then somebody says, "Here, drink this," and then she drinks it, and she slowly becomes more and more, like she slowly becomes brainwashed for the other side.
Okay.
Which I don't know, because I don't know if it's the drink or the cup itself. Because what kind of a name would Beatrice Peep and the Cursed Chalice be if it wasn't about the cup? You know, I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird premise. It's a weird series. So, you know, weird ideas come and weird ideas go. But I want to do something with that just because I like the title. Like, the title will not change no matter what the book is about. So, like, I have to write around the title. I think I showed you that video. Did you watch the whole thing, or did you just?
The Undertale one?
Yeah. Did you watch the whole thing, or did you?
No, I haven't watched the whole. No, I haven't watched the whole thing.
Yeah, but basically, I want to do something like that. But like, the title has to be clever, because if I give it away in the title, then everybody's gonna know. Oh, you know, he's gonna use this character for this purpose. So it wouldn't be, you know, clever. It's like, I guess the title is. I like the title of the first book, which is Beatrice Peep and the Lunatic Lamb, because it makes it obvious, but also doesn't. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, like, if I put the title, like, I'm thinking about Beatrice Peep and the Bounty of Bugs, or the Bountiful Bugs, or something like that, because I really like alliteration for some reason with these.
Yeah.
But like, if I put something about bugs or spiders, then people are gonna be like, "Oh, this book is gonna be about this." But that could also pique people's curiosity. Because if they know the book is going to be about a certain something, then you might be seeing my screen for a minute. But okay, let me get out of that real quick. I had to check my messages for something. But anyway, what was the most influential TV show you watched growing up? In your life specifically.
Influential TV show. Let me come back to that. What's yours?
I don't really remember a lot of the TV that I watched growing up besides cartoons.
Okay.
The reason I'm asking is because I know a TV producer, and I was asking him, but he never got back to me.
Okay.
I think, looking back on it now with a different perspective, I think it would probably have to be maybe Full House. Because, you know, Full House, Boy Meets World is ultimately my, you know, favorite teen show, because, you know, that was definitely more hard hitting than anything else was. For sure, because, you know, you wouldn't talk about sex or drugs on Full House for too long, but, you know, you had 2 or 3 episodes about sex, or, you know, an episode or 2 about being alcohol and drunk driving and things like that. Because if you remember, there was one episode. Did you watch Boy Meets World when you were growing up?
I didn't watch it regularly.
There was one episode where Sean started drinking and got really bad into. He started spiraling downhill, and he started becoming an alcoholic. And normally, I mean, I didn't grow up in that generation, so I don't know what type of TV was going around. But it takes a lot of guts to talk about something like that, especially in society nowadays, where you if you bring up something like that, there's going to be social justice warriors everywhere saying, no, I'm gonna boycott this show because you shouldn't be talking about this to kids, or it's going to put the wrong idea in their head. But it serves for educational purposes.
Yeah.
In a way.
So, okay, we watched a lot of Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, that was a good show too.
And they had a episode that talked about substance abuse, but it wasn't the type of substance that you're talking about. It was caffeine pills.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, do you know the video of it?
I do not.
No? Okay. Let me see if I can go on YouTube and find it really quick because it's pretty... Oh, no, I don't want to do an update right now. It's actually pretty funny. Alright, so I'm going on YouTube. Let me see if I can search it really quick.
I'm going to pull up the definition of technical meme really quick while I got you over here because I was doing it earlier, but I got super distracted with something.
Uh-huh.
Let me think.
Okay, yeah, here we go. So if you type in on YouTube, Jesse, I'm so excited. The very first video is a 22-second clip, and I mean that was our extent of substance abuse in the shows that we were watching as kids.
Right.
It's actually pretty funny.
I'm gonna put it out. So apparently YouTube, everybody's gonna be able to see what's going on. So everybody's gonna watch the YouTube video.
All right, yay! 22 seconds,
or at least like a half a screen of a YouTube video because I have no clue where my screen is recording at this point.
Okay, yeah. So I don't want that to be the show that influenced me. That's not my answer.
Right.
But you were talking about substance abuse, so I wanted to share that with everybody. But now that I've thought about it, I guess the show that influenced me, but not in the way that you would expect, is Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned it before.
Explain how
But here's why. You. Yes. I like to draw.
Hold on, let me watch this real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on, stop.
Pills? You mean you really are taking drugs?
I need them.
Jesse, give me those.
I need them, Zach. I have to sing.
Jesse, you can't sing tonight.
Yes, I can. I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Jesse.
I mean, that was pretty well done.
Yeah, I mean, they took what they were, I mean, I get what they were trying to do, because they were trying to talk about substance abuse without, like you were saying, getting into stuff that would be controversial.
Right.
So like drugs and alcohol. So they did it in such a way, they used caffeine pills. So they were trying to tackle a very difficult issue.
Right.
But unfortunately, looking back on it, you have to laugh because it's kind of cheesy.
Right.
Yeah. But getting back to Darkwing Duck, I like to draw, and that was something that I drew when Darkwing Duck came on the scene. I drew him over and over and over again until I can draw him pretty much the same as the Disney animators. So yeah.
Do you have any drawings on hand right now?
Oh, I don't think so.
You should draw one and you should send it to me because that's a pretty big claim. Oh, I can draw as good as Disney animators.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll send you. I'll draw a picture and send it to you. So
have you have Steam, right?
Yes.
Have you seen the trailer for the crap? What is it called? The Saturday Morning Collection or something? Hold on, let me.
No, I haven't watched the trailer yet.
It's basically it's a remastered. It comes with remastered versions of the Darkwing Duck. Darkwing. No, I don't want to change my color scheme windows.
Yes, you do.
I must have a terrible computer because I get that message like 3 times a day.
No.
Let me think. I'm gonna pull that up because I was.
Now see, Steam is wanting me to do a survey. No, leave me alone.
No.
Cancel. Okay.
Oh, so you're looking that up.
All right, what am I looking up? I'm looking up
The Saturday
Disney?
morning.
Oh, Saturday morning.
Saturday
okay.
morning collection. Technical.
Whoa.
Hold on. Technical meme definition. Where is the definition for this? There's none of. I remember reading something about it, but I don't remember where it was. It was from. Hold on. See, I got that 2 times in the last 5 minutes. Keep my current color scheme and don't show this message again. Shut up, Windows.
Oh my goodness. All I'm finding is Saturday morning RPG.
Hold on, let me find it. Saturday morning collection. That might not be what it's officially called, but I can't remember what. I think it was the Disney Afternoon collection. That might have been it.
Okay.
Disney Afternoon. Yeah, Disney Afternoon collection.
There it is.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Why did I think Saturday morning collection? What the heck? Have you played DuckTales Remastered yet?
No.
Oh, I want to get it.
I think I still have my Darkwing Duck VHS tape somewhere around here.
I had a decent sized box of VHS tapes, but the only one of the VHS tapes I remember most was the Big Comfy Couch.
Oh yeah.
It was apparently I couldn't watch. Apparently, when I was a kid, I couldn't watch this one episode for some reason, but not even my mom remembers why. And it's funny. It's funny because the name of that episode is Why. That was a good show. Like I'll still watch that, every once in a while now.
The Comfy Couch.
Yeah, dude, it's one of my favorite shows. Fun fact: that the actress that played in the Big Comfy Couch was Claire in a couple of Resident Evil games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she didn't do much, but she's pretty well known, which is really weird because everybody knows who she is, but she didn't do much.
Huh. I don't know if I could play those games.
Yeah, like the gaming back then was ridiculously difficult for some reason.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the Lion King game. Oh my goodness. Dude. The hardest game ever. And then Jurassic Park was hard too. I just don't think I could do it. I'd be so frustrated.
Yeah. That's what my gaming channel is. I do gaming on that channel as well, right?
Yes.
I purposely pick difficult videos, difficult games, just because it sparks a better reaction in me, which gets more views. Well, I don't really get too many views anyway, because I suck apparently.
I think it's hard to break into something like that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stand out because I can't stand it all.
Oh man.
But yeah. I think I do it just for fun, not necessarily for views.
Well,
go ahead.
I listen to a couple. I listen to tons of podcasts, but a couple of them that I listen to, they do Twitch streaming and stuff like that. I don't know if you do streaming or not. Do you do streaming?
I can't. My computer can't take it right now. Plus
okay, so you just make videos. Yeah. Okay. Because a lot of them, they say that, they'll do like they'll take questions from people or whatever. But one of the things they recommend is you have to be consistent. So
what do you mean?
You have to upload something every, decide on what day you're going to upload something and upload it every week. Be consistent with it.
Yeah.
So that way you can build a watch base. People who expect your videos to come out at a certain time. So I don't know if that's something that you've considered or if you do on a regular basis.
I have, but the problem with me is like I have so many games. Like I don't endorse piracy. This is a disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
I downloaded every Nintendo game to ever exist. So I've got a lot of them. So
Yeah.
the best thing about that is I can go scroll around for a few minutes and find something that's really awesome. So I most of the time every video I do is a different game, which could really be an issue because, like you said, consistency is key with those types of things.
Yeah.
How about you ask me a question? Because I want a lot of questions for the moment.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Where the topic is movies.
The topic can just be any source of nostalgia whatsoever, like gaming, movies. And you could even ask me about my most traumatic experience, but you already know what my most traumatic experience was.
See the last video. You should put a pop-up link. Blink. Okay, so well, all right, let's move on to let's throw out a couple games here. So what is one of the first games you remember playing?
Period or just like
Period. Yeah.
Oh man. Let me think. I remember playing goodness me, that's a loaded question. I remember the first games I received, but I don't remember the first game that I played.
Okay.
When I was 6 years, no, when I was 6 when I got the Super Nintendo. So I think maybe when I was 4 years old, I got a Nintendo. So I was a little behind, but I mean they only had like 2 or 3 consoles at that time anyway. I was trying to think of the games that I had. Let me see. I have them committed to memory almost. Dr. Mario, Tetris, I believe. I don't know if I had that one. I remember buying it somewhere. Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. Snoopy Silly Sports Spectacular, which is still a really good game.
Nice.
And Sesame Street ABC 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
I can't play that one without tearing up because of nostalgia. Like the first time I downloaded it, I just teared up. I couldn't handle it, man. Like certain games just have that, nostalgia is a powerful thing because
Oh yeah.
you see a certain movie or a certain TV show and all of a sudden you're just a wreck.
Yeah.
It's
like you're transported back.
Yep. Oh man. What's the first game you remember playing? Don't try not to age yourself here.
Well, it's gonna happen. So I think I've already aged myself, telling you when I got cable for the first time.
I actually didn't know how, because I looked up your age. I hope you're not offended by that, because you said, no. It was the pole in the hub.
Oh.
And I thought you were like I honestly thought you were in your late 20s.
Yes, it's the vitamins.
And I was just like, I found out you're close to being 40, and I was just like, what?
Yep. Yes. Okay, so
you got to see video games evolve pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. The first game that I remember playing was on the Intellivision, and it was Tron.
Oh yeah.
So, my parents have a picture of me playing Atari.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember that, so I'd have to attribute my first gaming memory to Tron on the Intellivision.
You have a PS2, right?
Yes.
You know that they have an Atari collection for the PS2.
Yeah, but see, again, I don't think I would enjoy those games.
Yeah. It's just like some of them. Like I actually just bought. I had a little bit of extra money, and since Jesse went ahead and bought me the care package of random stuff. I felt like God was telling me to hey, you need to go buy him something. So it was hard for me to do because I'm really stingy with my money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's. When God tells you to do something, you have to do it no matter how hard it is. And so I was just like, yeah, right? Buy him a game, you're going to be swallowed by a whale. But it was I saw I wasn't sure what to buy him, but I saw him post about Shining Force. If you remember Shining Force,
Yeah.
that was a really good game. So I ended up buying him the Sega Genesis collection.
Nice.
I'm really excited for him to get it because that was one of my favorite games because
Nice.
they've got 50 games I think,
Wow.
and it's like it takes things like that are those types of games are my favorite types of games because you have so many. Not only do you have so many to play, but you have so many that you grew up with and things like that.
Yeah. So last fall we were vacationing with my husband's family, and we actually rented like a house on the lake. Okay, so the renters had one of those emulator games, that has like 50 Sega Genesis games on there, and they had Sonic. And I was like, man, so I'm going to show my little 12-year-old nephew how to play Sonic. I'm like, yeah, I grew up playing this game. Dude, I could not get past that second level. It was so frustrating. Man. Could not defeat Dr. Robotnik, and embarrassed myself.
You remember
I have to blame it on the controller.
Yeah, right. Do you remember the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon?
Yes. Well, there was a couple of them. Which one?
The very, very first one. The one that
there was a good one, and then there was a not so good one.
The one with a really, really bad animation.
Yeah, that was the not so good one.
I only remember. I watched them on YouTube. I watched one on YouTube because I fell down a rabbit hole, and these random videos just kept popping up, and so I was like, most of the time I get so distracted by what I'm doing that I don't pay attention to what's coming up. Mm-hmm. And I found this really creepy. It was like a band or something. The name of the band was Rabbit Junk.
Okay.
And it was like an EDM or some kind of dance song, and the music video was just terrifying. And I texted my friend. I was like, "What the heck is happening on my screen? I don't know what." But anyway, I remember this seeing one of the Sonic cartoons on VHS when I was a kid because back then we still had Blockbuster and all those.
Yeah.
What was the first movie you remember that made you cry?
Hang on. I got something here. It would probably be... I'm going to sound kind of cheesy, but Lion King.
I haven't seen Lion King, to be honest with you.
Dude!
Right, I'm so...
Man, you got some homework to do now.
Yeah,
you gotta watch Lion King.
You can't even talk. You got about 7 movies you need to watch. I think for me, it was the direct-to-video sequel to Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just they had a puppy, and then he got carried away by the dog catcher, and I just lost it and cried everywhere, and my mom was like, "Shut up!" It was just
it's so sad.
Finding Dory actually got to me pretty good too.
I've heard that about the Finding Dory. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like if I wasn't in a theater full of people, I would have.
Like, suck it up, suck it up.
It was so well done though because without spoiling anything, I heard a lot about if you have adopted kids, don't take your kids to see this because they're going to be asking questions about their real parents. But I think if I had to liken it to anything, it would be divorce more than it would be adoption, and like with. Just the way I interpreted it just completely destroyed me for some reason. Like, I mean, my parents were married. They have been married for years. For 20... How old am I? 22. They've been married for 23 years. So it's just like, why do I care about, stuff like this? But it got to me, man. Like,
yeah.
Nothing ever has in a long time.
Yeah, stuff can do that.
Have you seen, speaking of hard-hitting things, have you seen the show 13 Reasons Why?
No.
It's
Is it on regular TV?
No, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
No, it's I really don't want to watch it because there's a lot of a lot of sexual violence is what I've heard. Like it's a story about a girl who committed suicide, and somehow, like it's a story about a girl who committed suicide, and she recorded a tape about each of the people that somehow contributed to her suicide. It's basically, from what I understand, I killed myself, and here's why you had a part in it.
Oh, okay. So I've heard people talking about this show.
Right, and it's
okay.
I'm really sensitive when it comes to assault being depicted on television.
Sure.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I need to watch this show because I've had two or three strong. I had a friend of mine in one of the. It's actually not Reformed Harmony, but there's like a Reformed Harmony counterpart group. And we were in that together, and she was just talking about, hey, it's not that bad. I think these things need to be depicted more, kind of just for educational purposes, really. And I want to watch it just because people don't talk about suicide or rape or anything like that too much.
Yeah.
And I guess they thought this would be a good opportunity to spread awareness, if you would. But it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I think there's certain things that need to be handled delicately, and those are definitely one of those things.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah.
Ask me another question because I can't really come up with anything. It's been going on for a minute, so I'm kind of out of steam.
Okay, let's see. Let's move back to movies. All right. So, what is your all-time favorite movie that you could watch over and over again?
It's really weird that it's really weird because in my mind that's two questions.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's treat it like two questions then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My favorite movie is Toy Story, but I can't watch it over and over again because anxiety reasons. For some reason, because anxiety destroys everything in my life.
Okay.
A movie I could watch over and over again would probably be, if anything, it would still be Toy Story because there's a story behind Toy Story for me. It was the first movie I ever seen. It was on Easter. It was on Easter when I was 1 year old. I still have the original tape in the original box somewhere, or the original case, I guess you'd call it back then. Or case or box or whatever it's in, I don't know. So
the clamshell.
Yeah. Oh, good times. But I remember shoot, I can't talk for a second. Give me a minute. What was I talking about?
The Toy Story.
Okay. So after I graduated in 2012, my parents wanted me to do physical therapy and things like that. So I just gotta how am I just not noticing these notifications? Sorry. There was the physical therapy place, and my supervisor really got on my ass all the time. Excuse my language. That's really the only way I could describe it. We absolutely hated each other, but looking back now, I know it was out of love and things like that.
Sure.
I was definitely a rebel without a cause back then. So we hated each other. Every day I would end up pissed off for one reason or another, and my go-to was Toy Story. Hey, my mom.
Oh, okay.
My mom gave me a really special box with all my movies I had when I was a kid. She sent it to me in my mind. She sent it to me because she cares about me and wants me to be okay. Sometimes I I put too much sentiment on things. So for me, it meant a lot to me that she kept that same exact. I kept that same exact, mindset with that movie because
Yeah.
that's I'm gonna cry talking about it. Goodness,
Aw.
crying is okay sometimes. It really it helped me a lot because like I can't watch that movie without cracking up in the first 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome movie.
Yeah, and like it helped me so much because I could be going from wanting to punch walls and kill people to being in a really good mood with a smile on my face, talking to everybody, So it was.
So that's why you say it's two separate questions. So yeah.
I can't watch it anymore because of the I don't know if I talked about it in the last episode of the podcast, but a story that I read about sheep, and they're related for a really weird reason. Okay, so I don't know if you remember me talking about that story that I read about sheep, but how do you handle horror stories and stuff like that?
I avoid them.
Okay, so yeah, you'd probably
I don't watch horror movies. I don't read horror stories. Yeah,
you'd probably have the same adverse reaction I did. But it was really good. I could probably read it now without getting freaked out about it, but it was like it's basically my book but a horror version.
Okay.
And like it was a retelling of Mary Had a Little Lamb. And basically the end game was the sheep was murderous sheep who ate off her face.
Ugh.
And given my fear of sheep at the time, my brain just I was sleep deprived at the time as well. So my brain just went into complete overdrive. Hide in your room, keep the light on for the next 3 months.
Oh.
It was terrible. So the reason it relates to Toy Story is because the reason I looked up this thing in the first place was because this cartoon I saw. It was just like a basic, really, really old 1930s Mary Had a Little Lamb cartoon. And before this, it was my favorite cartoon of all time. And so, the more and more I got really curious. And like I started looking at the origin story of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like, is this a real thing? How did it happen? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
And for some reason I wanted to look up a creepy version of it, and I found it. And I wasn't the same for 2 or 3 months.
Okay, so since we're talking about creepy movies that affect you and stuff like that, stories. So whenever we were kids, my parents every Friday night would go on a date and leave us kids at home. And I come from a large family, so 3 brothers, 2 sisters. And it was usually my older brother who was left babysitting because my older sister would have like youth activities and stuff like that, okay? So it was my older brother who was babysitting, me, my 2 younger brothers, and my littlest sister wasn't on the scene at the time. But he had access to my parents' movie rental account at the corner box office video. So he'd go and rent a movie with 2 of his other buddies, and we would watch movies on Friday night. So we watched movies like Natural Born Killers and Bloodsport, all these things that a 10, 11-year-old girl should not be watching. One of the movies he brought home was Stephen King's. The movie's called. No, it wasn't it. It was called A Cat's Eye.
I heard about that.
So it's a collection of short stories. It's not actually like a movie. It's more of like a short story, like 3 short stories. But it has this cat kind of connecting the stories. Well, the very last story is about a little girl who has this like little gremlin thing living in her bedroom, this little troll. And when she would go to sleep at night, the troll would like sit on her chest and
what the heck?
Yeah, it would like suck out her breath. Okay,
that's
and she'd be she'd be gasping and gasping, and the cat in the movie comes and rescues her from the little troll thing. Okay, so happy ending. But as a little girl, I was around the same age I suffered from asthma.
Oh,
So
whoa.
that
Holy
movie
crap.
freaked me out. And to this day, I cannot sleep without having the covers over my head because
Whoa.
the fear of the stupid little troll coming to suck my breath. And also,
Goodness me.
I also have 7 cats to protect me from the little troll.
Is that, you think that's why you're a cat lady?
Probably.
I think anyway. The reason that it relates to Toy Story, and I'll get back to that in a second.
Okay.
Is I had the cartoon I was watching was it was on a collection. It was on a DVD, like a giant collection of cartoons, which normally my DVD case at the time was full of those things. Because before this, one of my favorite things was old school cartoons like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made a connection. I was watching Toy Story, and I made a connection in my brain. Wait a minute. You were just watching something different on the same DVD player you're using now. So for some reason, a really unorthodox connection in my brain formed. Like, oh, just because you're using the same DVD player or VCR, but even if you're watching a different movie, something bad is going to happen to you, or I don't know how to explain it, but it's full of crap, honestly, what it is. But I still can't.
It was kind of, it's there in your mind and you can't get it out.
Yep. And to this day, it was 3-4 years ago, but to this day I can't watch Toy Story without a bad feeling in the back of my mind. And it sucks because of the nostalgia behind it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, if I ever have kids, am I going to be able to show them this without freaking out?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did rewatch A Cat's Eye a couple years ago just to kind of like,
right.
Is it really as scary? And no, it's pretty cheesy, but that habit, and that darkness is still in the back of my mind. So.
Right. I've kept my TV on for almost 3 consecutive years.
Yeah.
Like literally, my TV does not go off unless I'm out.
Yeah.
Like it's terrible. Like I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep without the TV on, or I'll have some kind of nightmare. And every time, like it's not even a superstition. It happens every time.
It just happens. Yeah.
Every time, like it's
like it's like your mind has to focus on something, or else it just goes crazy.
Yep. Every time, no matter what the nightmare is about, I wake up. If the TV's not on, wake up from a really unsettling dream.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know what it's about. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just wake up with a really unsettling feeling. So I'm just like, nope.
Gotta leave the TV on.
Keeping the TV on for the rest of my life.
Well, I am gonna have to cut you short.
Definitely.
So.
I was already out of questions anyway, but yeah.
Okay. It's been fun.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for inviting me on.
Not a problem. Thanks for hanging out.
All right.
Peace.
We'll do it again sometime.
Definitely.
All right. Have a good night, Chase.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get somebody else to come in really quick. Guys, so do not despair. It's been about an hour, so let me call him up and see if he's up. Give me just a second. Come on. Are you up? 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 Come on. Sorry, I'm antsy right now. For some reason. It's terrible. I'm anxious right now. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm working on another book. So yeah, it's the same premise. So it's gonna be fun. Hopefully. Hold on, let me see if he can get up. Well, hey, are you on? You ready? Crap. Are you ready? Somebody messaged me. So I gotta find my headphones real quick. Add me on Skype. Hot Wheels 53. Shit, I can't spell. HOTWHEELZ. 5-3. There we go. I'm dead serious considering that. Come on. He's probably gonna say he doesn't have Skype. Come on, dude. Also, quick shout out to my friend Tyler Martin. He's a good guy. I'd basically be blatantly ripping him off. Ripping him off. Hold on, whoops. Yeah, I've known Becky for a good minute. She's a good friend of mine. She runs a Facebook group that I'm in. Not for podcast. Not for podcasts. My recorder is picky. My recorder is picky. Shit, my recorder is picky. Shut up. Shut up. I can't spell. But yeah, my friend Taylor is gonna come up, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna just kind of expand for maybe a half hour, another hour. I don't know. I know Kate Simpson. She's my friend. No, that's not her. Wait. Is it her? No, she's already married to somebody else. But it really looks like her. Come on. Sorry guys, let's do a little something to kill the time. So let's make this a gameplay video for about 5 minutes. Yay! Yay! I don't know if my recorder is gonna see this, but you know, I'm basically everybody. I'm playing a game, you know. So even if nobody sees it, I'm playing a game. So yay! I don't know what this game is. Ooh, it's Paper Mario Brothers. I love this game. Oh, it's great. Crap, I don't have my thing plugged in. Shit. Come on. Let me see if I can do the thing for you and me and everyone else. I don't know why. It's coming on now. Shoot! Oh, that's loud. Oh, right in the bowl of ramen. Oh, good lord. Right in the bowl of ramen. That's disgusting. Come on, bro. Broski. Broski. All the way back. That's it. It's this one. Should be able to play right there. Okay. I think this is Paper Mario Brothers. Yep. But where's my sound though? Oh, it's off. This is a great game, actually. I've only made it to, like, the second level, I think. Well, shit. Luke Kelly posted in the... Oh, I know that guy. He's nice. Damn! Are you kidding me? Son of a bitch. Hey! It's the lag, dude. Come on now. crap. Ooh. Nice. The lag is ridiculous. Lag. Lag. Go. What? What the hell did you see? Princess Peach out of nowhere? What? Ah, well. Oh, shit. What the heck? Hey, thanks you, Jesse, for the super awesome good ramen. Really good, dude. Really good, just really freaking spicy. Yay for the ramen! Supposed to be like a fermented shrimp flavor. Oh, it's fucking great. He's coming in here, I think. My friend is. Answer. Come on, dude. Hey, hit me up on Skype because I can't record you now because I'm on the phone with you. So add my Skype and then I'll call you right back. Sorry guys, that's the dude I was gonna add in for a second. Somebody, okay. Did I get a request from somebody? I did not. Wait. No. There we go. There it is. Okay, hold on. Here's a get out of here, stupid recorder thing. There we go. What's up, dude?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. What you been up to?
Not much. Today's been pretty busy.
Oh, yeah?
This afternoon, I was going to go to youth group, but they needed people to help move these keyboards in the music building at school.
Yeah?
Around, and then I had to help at someone's recital and then help them move the pianos after their rehearsal was done after that recital. So
all right, so this podcast is you already missed a giant chunk of it. I'm an hour and a half in right now, so
all right,
you kind of got the butt of it. But basically, we're just gonna talk about whatever. You know, that's just kind of how it goes. So the theme around here is nostalgia and nostalgic things. So,
all right,
just anything nostalgia related to gaming. So, what have you been playing recently? Have you been playing anything interesting recently?
Yeah, I've been playing through Fallout 3. Past week or so.
Nice. I actually just bought. I didn't buy. Well, I did buy it actually. I bought the Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you played it yet?
I haven't. I really want to.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. It's it's another one of those zombie apocalypse games. It's really good.
Nice. I love zombie games.
It's really good so far. I actually just got Jesse. You know who Jesse is?
Probably.
Jesse.
Sure.
Jesse Knopp.
The name sounds familiar.
He's in the gamers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But he sent me a package today,
Nice.
and it has some Sorry, I'm eating. That's why there's noise. It has some Japanese imported ramen in it.
Oh, nice.
It's delicious, dude.
That's pretty cool.
I've had the same bowl of ramen sitting here for 2 hours because it's super spicy, so I only eat a little bit of it at a time.
Oh, yeah?
But it's like a fermented shrimp flavor.
Huh.
Dude, it's so good.
That sounds really good.
Anyway, what's been up with you and you know who? Don't say your name because confidentiality and shit like that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I mean, you can say her name if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't want to call her out or anything like that.
right. No, I understand. Well, things have... So, oh, yeah, I guess we haven't really talked too much about that, but...
Right.
So, things have been good. I called her and talked to her on the phone.
What's her last name again? I think she has me blocked.
Has you blocked?
What's her last name?
Bearden?
Let me see. Let's see. I think she has me blocked. Let's see.
You think so?
Hold on. No. No, because you're still friends. Let me see. She might have. No, she doesn't.
Oh.
Wonder why I thought that. I was looking for her the other day, but I couldn't find her, so that might be why.
Huh.
Salads are depressing.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, no. I went to Texas to Brazil on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's so good. Isn't it?
Dude, that's the best, that's some of the best fucking food I've ever had in my life. Like I didn't even like the way like I like the way that works.
Yeah, it's such a cool system.
Especially that it's so expensive because honestly, you can get your money's worth really quick
Yeah.
because the meat they use is like prime, like super. I'm surprised they didn't have prime rib actually,
Oh, yeah? Huh.
but they had
Got really good meat.
skirt steak, dude. Oh my god. You know how I feel about sheep, right? I can't stand them. But I ate lamb. I ate lamb, and I thought I was gonna die, but I didn't die.
Nice.
Dude,
Lamb is
dude,
really good.
it really is. I gotta go back.
Delicious.
I gotta go back there soon, dude. But I have no money at all whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. I remember we went to, there's a place in Lubbock my dad and I went
Yeah.
last summer. That's like the same kind of concept.
Right.
And it was so good, but I think it's like $30 or $40 a person.
Right.
It's like, holy crap. That's
Right.
like 3 or 4 hours of work.
I mean,
Just for one meal.
like I said though, like
You get your money's
right, really quick, yeah.
Plus they have like a salad bar with like smoked salmon.
Dude,
and all kinds
no.
of
They had
freaking food.
They had this, it was salami. It was like a cold cut salami, but it was so much better for some reason. And they had a lobster bisque.
Ooh, nice.
Dude, I've never had lobster bisque, but that stuff was awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff. Anyway, so back to
Yeah, okay.
her. Yeah. So we talked on the phone last week,
Hmm.
and I apologized.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. So I apologize for how I handled things because I was kind of foolish in how I did that. But so
Damn, that's spicy. Goodness,
so we're still friends,
right.
and I think we're gonna hang out as friends.
Yeah.
But we still have
Right.
that relationship. Like we're not just
Right.
like totally
Just like
gonna ignore each other or whatever.
right. Here's the thing about that. Like I said, sorry, Facebook. It's about or whoever the hell is watching this by the hour and a half mark, which is probably nobody. But we're gonna get personal for a second. Relationships are really difficult.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's for me, it's difficult that a girl keeps my attention.
What do you mean?
It's I think I told you this, but it's hard to explain. Like if I'm interested in a girl, and she says she's interested, it's just like nope, not anymore. I'm not. It's like once the person is interested, my interest goes away. And I don't know what the hell to do with that because I'm never gonna find a girlfriend that way.
Yeah. Tends to not work too well.
Maybe I just haven't met the right person. I don't know.
Probably so. I would venture to.
Oh,
guess
so
that
since I'm probably gonna share this link in the Mingle page, do you have a Mingle crush yet?
In the TVC
Yeah.
mingle.
Yeah.
Let me look because I'm.
Okay, there's this girl that didn't shave her legs for a full year,
Oh my gosh.
and like I'm not attracted to that. I really don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain how I feel about this. Like, I mean, I gotta think for nice legs,
Oh yeah.
so that could be that's like a.
I mean, I can associate with that.
Okay, maybe up close it looks disgusting, but not from far away. But like, it's hard because that group is, I like the group, but like, I worry about whether or not it's okay to pursue somebody. Because like I would feel, it's not that I don't feel comfortable, but like what if I like somebody, is it okay to tell them, hey, I like you, or hey, let's see what happens between us. Like it's I've been, I told you I was abused in my last relationship, so
Yeah.
maybe I'm just scared to get back into it, but
Right.
speaking of games a while ago, what's your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time. Oh man. Man.
It's hard to explain, isn't it?
Yeah, gosh, it depends on, I guess, what genre. I don't know. Growing up, I'd have to say it's a toss-up, honestly, between either the Sly Cooper series
Oh
or
yeah,
Spyro the Dragon
dude.
series, because-
See, I was playing Sly Cooper actually. I don't remember who I was talking to about that. That's how me and this one guy became friends, but I don't know who it was. It's like I can't make up my. It's like I can't spit out a damn sentence because I'm on Facebook. It's like, shit. Hold on, give me a second. What was I talking about? I kind of got lost for a second.
Favorite.
Oh yeah, favorite game of all time. It's like every Sly Cooper game is the same. I mean,
Like in a good way?
it gets kind of tedious sometimes, because if
Yeah.
you look every game, all the missions are the exact same,
Yeah.
with putting the bugs in the room, collecting something,
Yeah, it's true.
But I mean,
I,
the last one they made was pretty good. Whatever the last one was.
The thing I like the most, well, I guess
Oh,
I'll say, I'll let you hold just a second.
Yeah.
I guess that Spyro is probably my favorite, but
Yeah.
let me expand on Sly for a second. The
Yeah.
thing I liked that they did with it is, I guess it could be both a pro and a con in this sense, but it's that like the game, the first game was so incredibly difficult, and I feel like the game got easier as they released newer games. Like the first one, I remember. I mean, I was also younger.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It may not be as hard if I went back.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot less merciful.
Yeah.
Than, like Sly Cooper 3 is.
Right.
The missions and all
I
that.
actually haven't played the third one yet, but
Oh, you haven't?
pretty
Man.
pretty sure it's the exact same thing as the second one.
No, it's actually I like the third one because I'm trying to think. That's the third one. Yeah, because in the second one, I don't think you don't play as. I'm trying to remember. Do you get to play as Bentley or Murray? In the
yeah,
second
yeah, but not as often as the fourth one.
one? Fourth.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, the fourth one was on PS3. It's
Shit! I didn't realize they. Damn.
Dude, no,
I didn't realize they
you gotta
released the fourth one.
You gotta pick it
Holy
up.
crap.
It's called Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, and the story is really cool. Like the pictures of the pages of the Thievius Raccoonus, they start disappearing out of nowhere, and like you have to go back in time to get them back, and each area you go back and you meet a different Cooper relative.
Huh.
And each relative of Sly Cooper has its own thing. You know, like the first was a ninja, and the second is a cowboy. And it's really cool because like you get to play as the relatives. It's dude, it's awesome.
That's awesome.
You gotta play it. I'll see if I can send it to you somehow. Actually, you have a PS3 right now?
I've got a PS2 and an Xbox 360.
Oh, you don't even have a PS3.
No. I wish I did.
Dude,
I don't.
I want to get a PS4. So bad.
Dude, I want to too.
Ha, 2-2.
Haha.
I don't know why that's funny, but it was.
Okay, but I'd say, honestly, my favorite games, I guess series, I guess you could call it a game, is
Right.
the Spyro the Dragon series.
Oh yeah, by far.
Not just because I grew up playing that,
Yeah.
so it has a very special place in my heart. But like, cause of all
Oh,
the
she's
nostalgia and
super cute.
Who's that?
I'll tell you later. I'm not announcing it to the world.
Okay.
Actually, I'll message you right now. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Let me see.
You can
Yeah,
message me.
I'll message you. But I didn't really like the series, to be honest. Like it's not a bad series. It's just not worthy of being my favorite series. I guess because I only played it for like a grand total of 15 minutes my entire childhood.
Oh man, it's such a, and the thing I like about that most video game series tend to fail in this regard. But
Okay, I texted you, but shut up. When I say shut up, I mean don't tell anybody,
okay, I won't.
because that could kind of be bad.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna sidetrack for like 30 seconds
Right.
before I get back to the awesomeness of Spyro.
Right.
But I joined. I was in a, like, I mean, we're both on I think a couple of reformed Facebook groups.
Which ones?
Well, I'm in a bunch of them. I don't know which ones you're in, apart from
I'm in
Anime Hub and
I'm in Anime Hub. I'm in Gamers. I'm in Reformed Artists and Writers Society. But I don't ever post on there. I just posted on there to figure out what the name of my book should be, because I had the name, but I just wanted to change it up a little bit. But apparently they voted against that. So I actually came up with the idea for the title for my next book already.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll text it to you because.
Okay.
Oh, actually, they already know. It's called Beatrice Peep and the Cursed Chalice. You know what a chalice is, right?
Yeah.
And I really want to do something with that name. I don't know where the name came from, but I like to write around my ideas.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like I come up with an idea and I say, hey, something needs to be done with that, no matter what it is. And I just got ketchup all over my glasses. Gross.
Good job.
Tastes good though.
So,
anyway, back to Spyro.
back to Spyro. The one thing, I mean, gosh, I love this game. Now, I did go back. One complaint I have, which is pretty much true of most older PS2 games, is that the controls, especially when it comes to the camera, are incredibly.
Oh, dude.
What's the word?
It's It's painful, is what it is.
Yeah,
it's
really
fucking
wonky.
painful, is what it is. Yeah, wonky is the best word. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Like, it's hard to get used to compared to playing like really modern games. But anyway, one of the strengths, I suppose, of the series as a
You didn't check your message.
well, I saw it pop up on my screen.
But anyway,
okay, so I forgot to. Sorry, I tried talking about two things at once.
Yeah, same.
So anyway, back to the Reformed group. I tried joining a group called Christians Against the Heresy of Calvinism. And
Holy shit!
Some guy messaged me and said I can't enter the group because it's for Christians only. It's like, really?
Damn! See, I don't really, I wasn't really raised on knowing that there were different, I guess you would say, it's more than a denomination, but I don't know how to explain this. Calvinism isn't a denomination; it's a it's a
soteriology.
Yeah, I didn't know there were different things, so I don't know. I don't really know what Calvinism is. I don't really know what I'm in all these reform groups because I'm learning. So one thing I kind of disagree with Calvinists is pedobaptism.
Well,
absolutely no scriptural evidence whatsoever.
Well,
and you still have people that are arguing for it.
Wow, this guy is saying I'm not a Christian.
Who is it?
Calvinist.
Who is it? Is it somebody I know? Let me see.
No, it's I have.
Message me the dude's name.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of this.
Okay.
This is.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, but
so
you.
Stupid.
Yeah, but you saw my message, right?
Yes, I do.
Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Yeah, I think she's pretty cute.
It's funny because she reminds me of another girl that I crushed on at one point, and that's kind of why I added her. Oh, you look like a girl that I think is cute. So hey, be my friend. She seems really cool though. We were talking for a minute. But yeah, okay. Cool. So she called you a Calvi? What the fuck is a Calvi? That's the dumbest thing in the world.
I don't know why people even don't get me started.
That's the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah, it really is.
It's because they don't believe in. It's because they believe in free will.
Yep, that's exactly
the Bible. I'll tell you what the Bible says. What's the verse? Narrow is the gate, or something.
Narrow is the path of. It's narrow is the path of righteousness, and wide is the gate that the road that leads to destruction.
That's all. That's all the fucking evidence you need for election, right there.
Yeah.
People are saying, "Oh, Like, I mean, I struggle with elections sometimes too, especially when it comes to babies and things.
Right.
You know, even as I don't call myself a Calvinist, I'd say I lean more on the Arminian side, but I don't really know what that means. Okay, I was raised Baptist, and I was told Baptists are Arminians, so I guess by extension, I'm an Arminian.
Well, not all Baptists are Arminian, although some, I mean, fair amount of them are.
Yeah, right. So, like, even the Bible teaches against free will, because only those who are called, only those who are drawn to me by the Father, which doesn't mean everybody who chooses to, only those who are drawn. No, what's the verse? I can't remember what the verse was.
Which verse? Sorry.
I'm losing Christianity points over here. Holy shit.
Wait, which verse? You're gonna have to like say the gist of what you're saying again. Repeat it,
basically, only people that are drawn by God come to heaven. Or only people that are drawn by God come to Jesus Christ. It's not John 14:6. It sounds like John 14:6, but it's not.
John 17, Jesus says, "All that the Father has given to me, I will." Or no, it's like all that. Let me look it up real quick.
I am not gonna finish this bowl of ramen. It has literally been sitting in my house for an hour, and it's barely even taken a bite out of it because it's so spicy. Dude, that spice is so good, though. Oh my god. Oh.
Let's see. I think it's either John 17 or it's John, I think 6.
I think John 6 sounds more like it. Let me pull up your version real quick.
John 17 is the high priestly prayer, but I don't think.
I'm gonna say John 6. Let me check. I was in Romans 6 actually.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, John 6:37. All that the Father.
That's what I thought it was.
And whoever comes to me, I will never cast out.
Right. However, those the Father has given me will come to me, and I will never reject them. For I've come down from heaven to do the will of God who sent me, not to do my own will. But that I feel like I was thinking, and do these two verses contradict each other, or do they supplement each other?
They supplement each other.
Not those two specific verses. These two I was looking at earlier. Let me find it. Dude, I'm so hungry. Oh, she messaged me and I didn't message her back. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so terribly sorry. I forgot. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot to respond. Dude, Mingle is a great group.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's like single girls are open to getting to know people for new relationships. You know that, like, when you see it, most of the time when you see a girl and you talk to them, they're not open to going any further than just being friends. You know, some of these people are. I'm not saying everybody is, because everybody, you know, some people are putting focus on their relationship with the Lord. But, you know, a couple of the people I know, you know, hey, I'm open to meeting somebody, so, you know, let's see where it goes. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping that my Mingle crush and I start to talk more.
That'd be good.
Anyway, what were you saying about Spyro now? Something about
Oh yeah, wow, we got pretty sidetracked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the strengths, I think, of the series. Now I only played about 30 or 45 minutes of the one they released for PS.
PS2, I
3?
think. No, did they make one for
Was-
PS3? When?
I don't remember. It was either when it like first came out, or maybe it was like really. No, wait. All the Spyro games were on PS1.
No.
weren't
I've got a couple. Is it the one? Is the one you were talking about the one with the one with the voice acting in it?
they? Well, what?
There was a Spyro game with voice acting in it. It was Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood was Spyro.
Oh, I think that was the new one.
Yeah, it's trash.
Yeah,
Absolute,
that one was garbage.
absolute trash because you can't even breathe fire. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
It's
I remember
it's-
playing
it's-
that for like 30 minutes. I was like,
I waited
this
an
is
hour.
bull crap.
I waited an hour and a half for the thing to download. Played it for 5 minutes. Got fucking sick of it because it's trash and deleted it. Like, I couldn't even make it past the damn introduction. I think my favorite series of all time would have to be. God, that's a loaded question.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll let you get back to that. But let me finish my thought, I guess. Cause
Yeah, dude. Sorry, I bet
otherwise it'll
I'm
be 10 minutes before
bad about that.
That's right. So I think one of the strengths of
So I am playing a game now, so it might be a little louder.
okay.
No, you can
One
go.
of the
You can go ahead. Okay, you're going. So go ahead.
Yeah, one of the strengths of the system of the series is that I think they managed to. The mechanics are the same
Right.
for all three games, basically, but they managed to switch things up enough so that you don't really get entirely bored.
Right.
And because the first one, I'm trying to think. The first one's probably the most difficult, least forgiving of all of them. But like one thing I liked that they did was how they added in different elements with the second game and even with the third game,
Right.
to make it a lot more fun. And
Right.
I remember playing a couple months ago. I was just playing it one afternoon, and
What do you have it on?
was, what do you mean?
What console do you have it on?
I thought it was only on PlayStation.
You have an original PS1?
Oh, well.
No. What were you playing it on? You said you were playing it a while back. What were you playing it on?
I was playing on PS2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that you could. PS2 was backwards compatible. Yeah, that's the nice one thing I like about PS2 compared to other
Yeah.
PlayStation systems is that it's backwards compatible.
Some of the PS3s are, but I don't have one of the ones.
Oh yeah, I'd like to get one of those. I wish PS4 were
Yeah.
like totally backwards compatible with everything, but that'd
How
probably
is-
be hard to do.
How is that dude not dead?
What game are you playing?
Rogue Warrior. Rogue Warrior for the PS3. I actually just got it today because Jesse sent it to me with my package.
Nice.
It reminds me a lot of Metal Gear Solid for some reason. So Spyro is your favorite series of all time?
Yeah, it's probably. I'd say in terms of, since we're on nostalgia,
Right.
I think Spyro would have to be either that or Sly Cooper.
Oh,
just
yeah,
'cause I
for
like
sure.
both of them. But Spyro is definitely one of my favorites. Just because the yeah, it was just such a good, like everything's.
This
got
is so
good humor.
this is so spicy, dude. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm doing 2 million things at once. But I think my favorite series, or the most nostalgic series of my favorite series, or different series.
You think what?
I think the most nostalgic series is definitely radically different from my favorite series.
Yeah.
And the most nostalgic series for me is the Ape Escape series. If you've never played Ape Escape,
Oh gosh.
do it. If you've never played it, play it. Ape Escape 2 is one of the best PlayStation games of all time.
Okay, okay, that guy that we were talking about
Okay.
with Calvinism,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you another screenshot.
It's obviously not the end of the discussion then, genius. Okay, let's say this. Oh my fucking god. Excuse my blasphemy, but that's like that's the type of thing where faith is difficult for me because what if we're all wrong, you know?
Right.
What if Calvinism is heretical and we all go to hell, you know? And that's where
It's not.
that's literally the essence of faith is believing in things you don't know for sure. So that's kind of where I need to repent, but
Yeah.
that's fucking dumb guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my picture to I'm gonna put a Calvinist picture, a Calvinist filter on my profile picture just to mess with him and add him and send him a request.
How do you get that?
I think there's
'Cause I want to do that.
I think it's a website called Twibbon, Twibbon. Let me see. I can look it up.
Okay. Send me a link.
Let's see. CALV. Calvinist Twibbon. Let me see if that's even a thing. Let me see. Let me see. No, but there's a picture of John Calvin. You can put on there. little picture of John Calvin with your Facebook profile. I'm gonna send you a screenshot of how great this is. Hold on. That's amazing. Why would you not want to put this on your Facebook profile picture? This is amazing. Tell me that's not the best thing you've ever seen in your life.
Wow.
That's pretty great.
That's great. That's awesome. I need to do that.
But that's the same website. Just give me a second. Dang. Have you ever played the game Undertale?
I've watched playthroughs of it, but I've never actually played it myself.
Have you seen the battle with what her name is, Muffet?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I gotta make a character in my book based off Muffet. That's the perfect. I mean, that's the perfect opportunity. Like, you know, like Little Miss Muffet has a crazy army of spiders or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be epic, dude. Like that's I cannot even describe how great that would be. Let me log into my Facebook. Apparently they have 23 Twibbons of Reformed theology. Wow. Let me see. How many Twibbons they have? They have how many of them? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to send you the link in a second. Let me see if I can get to the Reformed theology. Wait, what? But there's Calvinism and Reform. Wait, what the heck? We already logged in with Facebook. Let me see. Let me find it. Sorry, we're gonna sidetrack for a minute.
All right.
But anyway, I think the Ape Escape series is definitely the most nostalgic for me, and but the difference is it's not my favorite series because there are only 3 games.
Which series?
Ape Escape. Well, they've got they've got like
I love Ape Escape.
they've got like maybe like 2, 3, 4 right now, but I don't even know. How do I find how do I find? Dang it, I can't find. Hold on. Calvinist. Let me see. Calvinist. Let me. It might not. It might not be a Twibbin. Might not be a Twibbin. After all. Let me see. Let me find it. I'm gonna find it. But Calvinist profile filter. Filter. Shit. Anyway, Ape Escape is great, dude. They need to make more games. They really need to make more games. It was such an underrated series, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was. I remember playing through it, and it's so good.
The second one was better than the third one, I think. Because the third one, they just added a bunch of new mechanics that just didn't really fit.
Oh yeah.
Like the robot, like the costumes and shit. It was just really dumb, I think. One of my favorite. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a decent game. It's a good game because it's in the Ape Escape series, but it's not the best one. My favorite series of all time, though, is Mario and Luigi. Started on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Started on the Game Boy, and now it's gone up to. It's gone to the 3DS now. Might bring it to the Switch, but I don't know for sure. What's the best movie you've seen of all time?
Best movie?
Yeah.
What genre?
Anything.
Anything?
All time.
I'd have to say probably The Princess Bride.
Never seen it.
Never seen it?
Yeah, I haven't seen
So
it
good.
actually.
It's such a good movie. Because it's such a, just everything, literally everything is well written. Literally the entire movie is, quotable.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
so good.
that's what I hear. Like, it reminds me of, when I think of The Princess Bride, I think of Monty Python for some reason. And
Oh, yeah.
they're not at all the same, really. Oh man, I'm hungry. Fuck. Anyway, I think my favorite movie would have to be. I was just talking with Becky about this before you came in. Probably Toy Story.
Oh, yeah?
One of the best movies ever, dude.
Yeah,
Thank-
Toy Story is good.
That guy's really good. I like this guy. Hey, I'm kind of running out of steam, so I'm gonna
Oh, yeah, me too.
let you go, dude, because I'm getting tired.
Alright. We'll
Thanks.
have to do this again.
Thanks for hanging out for a little bit.
Sure. Anytime.
All right, peace out, my man. Talk to you
Alright,
soon.
you too. Bye.
All right, guys, that's the end of the episode, whatever the hell episode number this is. Oh my gosh, did I cut it off? No, I didn't cut it off. Oh shit.